At 1400 hours yesterday on the 24th of January 2025, one appliance from Newton Abbot Fire Station and another from Torquay Fire Station were mobilised to reports of a vehicle fire on the outskirts of the town. Upon their arrival, one motorhome and one converted campervan were well alight with flames ensuing from the vehicle. The intensity of the fire meant that it had also spread to the adjacent industrial unit. The IC, the incident commander, requested a total of 6 pumps to be sent to the incident along with a water bowser. This was due to the poor water supply in the area. The IC, the incident commander, initially sent 2 firefighters wearing BA breathing apparatus to start tackling the fire. This was soon increased to a total of 4 firefighters in BA. Each team had a 51mm attack jet, so they could put as much water on the fire as possible, hopefully slow down the fire spread. Third team also wore BA and were tasked with breaking into the unit. This was done so they could see how far the fire had spread and so they could attack it from another angle. Thankfully, the fire had only just breached inside and the crews were able to use a hose reel jet internally to knock back the flames. Crews faced a multitude of hazards, including exploding cylinders and tyres, all whilst trying their best to apply as sparing amounts of water as possible, as a constant water supply was being established by other crews. The fire was mainly limited to the vehicles of origin, as well as the external facade and cladding of the building. This was a testament to how well all the stations worked together to bring the incident to a swift and safe conclusion. Welcome back to me at Mo Hotel Adventures, Joff, and that is how easy motorhomes can ignite, and there is nothing left at the end. It is just so intense. Fiberglass, plastics, it gets caught up with fire and there is just like no holding back unless you can be on the scene mighty quick before it gets too out of control. It just prompted me actually just to get this one back out again. This is the fire blanket that I always carry, and it's always just like another one that I like to, you know, you get these little reminders and it's kind of like, right, I must just get my fire blanket out and check it. It's still got the, it's a little bit, the plastic's getting a little bit frail, but it's basically got the 2 pull down straps on the bottom, so it's just a case of hanging on to the top, and that can be over a barbecue, a kayak outside, maybe your gas stove inside your motorhome. It can, any situation where you can douse the flames if it gets that bad. But it's always just so, if you've got like there is like nothing, you know, worse than, oh my god, what, I've got like nothing to deal with this situation. And it can be such a harrowing sort of ordeal when, you know, you cannot sort of do nothing to try and combat a fire that can, within seconds, minutes, and within 10 minutes there will be nothing left. You see in them pictures how the flames just engulfed both vehicles, and it is really scary. And that was yesterday afternoon. We're looking at like 24 hours, and you know, from that kind of incident kicking off. So yeah, guys, fire blanket. This is just a couple of little things that I've got with me. Fire blanket and the trusty extinguisher. And I was actually just having a look just to remind myself of this has got like a clip on it, so you can screw it. I keep this actually under my driver's seat, so I know it's there. So if you are actually driving and you need to like grab it pronto, probably the ideal place is going to be by the door maybe, but if you are kind of like on the motorway, maybe if you're on the motorway, it just needs to be handy, and you need to know exactly where you can put your hand on it. And like I say, that's just the handy position for me, is under the driver's seat, in the little locker with my high vises, all my little bits and pieces like that, triangles and stuff like that, little bits of equipment that are kind of like not tucked away out the way in the back of this thing, in the garage, in a cupboard out the way where you can't find it easily. Within seconds you can get your hand on it, and just the best thing to do is just sort of like read through. I just literally just looked again at what I've got to do. I've literally just got to pull the wedge at the top and press the trigger. So within a few seconds I can have this in my hand, I can remove the wedge and be attacking the fire ASAP. So I just thought I'd like put that out there, because these things are happening all the time, and whether it be out on the road, whether it be in this place in a workshop environment, them kind of things, it can escalate pretty quickly. Another thing that we actually talk about a lot is some of these like motorhome park ups, space between the motorhomes, and sometimes you've just got like no choice. You know, some of these camper parks, we've been in camper parks where you can be like really close, and you know, it can be a little bit of a gamble sometimes. Things do occasionally go through my head, and we do comment about the fact that if one does go up, if one has a incident, and it could spread, but that's why you can only do your best with maybe minimal equipment. But yeah, so I don't know whether that's the best size. Has anybody got a bigger one than that? What do you carry? Throw us a comment on the fire situation. Fire blankets, have you used one? Is your barbecue got out of control? I shouldn't think a general Cadillac barbecue is not really going to get, unless it falls over, you know, it gets sort of something like that. I don't know any instances of external fires that have been, you know, anybody had that? But generally all we're kind of equipped for is the fact that engine bay catches fire. We know someone who's had an engine bay fire, and you know, potentially if you can get, so it can be total devastation to your whole motorhome, and maybe just a bit of burnt wire. But drop us a comment. I'm going to leave this video there, guys. I think I've babbled enough about fires. So I hope anybody watching this video has been maybe just pushed into the direction of checking your equipment for potential fires. And that's it. Bye for now.